Yeah.
Does this sort of cross over with goblins? Or are we still on the orcs kind of thing?
Yeah, with goblins, they sort of have... basically, the way they've sort of split in the modern zeitgeist is that you have orcs as being the big ones and goblins are the small ones.
That's actually pretty true.
And how that differentiation came about, I think, is actually from the way they were described in the Lord of the Rings books, with the orcs being the more warlike ones and the goblins being the ones kind of cowering in the caves of Khazad-dûm.
Okay, yeah, so I can see how that could be interpreted kind of that way. I guess if you're crawling around caves and things, you might be smaller and,
yeah, more creepy and
more slinky, I guess.
Goblin-like.
More like a goblin. But also...
No, you go ahead.
World of Warcraft.
Yes. I was actually going to get to games here.
Okay, yeah. Yep. So the movie was pretty bad, but in the movie, which I suppose is because it's my only reference really, because I haven't played the game. Shock, I know, but I've seen other people play it, and the goblins they're big or the orcs rather big and green. Or
yes.
am I? Oh, okay. So they are.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's basically, that all comes a lot from, again, where the popularization in media leading to Dungeons & Dragons being built, and then the popularity of Dungeons & Dragons when it first came out, and the growing popularity over time, where orcs were seen as an enemy type, but if you wanted to play as a race of orcs, there was half-orcs, basically, that were closer to human size. So true orcs are big, massive, giant, lumbering hulks of muscle and very little brain, whereas the half-orcs were a little more manageable. Like, they're 6 foot to 8 foot tall, just big, beefy, beefcake people.
So there's even, in this particular interpretation, there's variance.
Yes, absolutely. But yeah, D&D has done a lot for the modern image of what orcs are in the modern interpretations of them. There was that weird, I think it was called Light. It was like a TV show or a movie where there was the orc cop that was...
Oh, Bright.
That's yeah.
I didn't see it, but
I didn't either. But the orcs looked pretty cool in that. But they were bigger. They were human-like, but they were beefy. Like it.
From what I can, I only remember the poster because I didn't see the show.
Orcs almost unilaterally are shown as being just big and dumb, like big, strong, dumb. Like they're the muscle, not the brains of the operation. They're the brawn, and so they're often seen as henchmen as well. How many times do you see like a cartoon or something like that? You get orcs or something like that, and there's always like a dark wizard leading them or something like that. Because they're dumb. They can't lead themselves. And if they do, they create these barbarian tribes like in the Warhammer stuff. Warhammer made orcs very popular again, where they are even bigger. They're huge. They got the big tusks coming out and stuff like that. They hate magic, and even if there is a wizard orc, they're kind of shunned. Stuff like that.
They hate magic.
But yeah, because they're strong. They're strong. Why would you use weird magic stuff when you could just punch something in the face? Punch it dead. Why would you use spells?
I don't know.
It's that sort of idea. They're big dumb green people. That's what it is.
Like the green bean man or whatever. Beans.
I'm gonna pretend I know what you're talking about.
Beans and peas.
You're talking about the Jolly Green Giant?
Yeah, there we go.
The canned food mascot?
I forgot that the general doesn't eat vegetables.
No, vegetables are gross. I don't eat nothing comes out of the ground. I just eat
the Jolly Green Giant. I know he's not a goblin, so...
Yeah, green beans are my food's food.
Fair enough.